In my last video, I went on a long tangent talking about YouTube crypto scams. Should I pull a Haley Welch? I could just start a coin right now. Haley Welch, Jake Paul, all that. During that tangent, I made a Solana token called Boffycoin, just to show how easy it is. Took about 45 seconds. I was cracking jokes about how I was gonna rug pull everyone. No, I missed April Fool's Day by 1 day. That would have been so good. It would have been like, April Fool's, it's all gone. I was like, don't buy this. I am gonna scam you. A new account for this. Rug pull. Am I being subtle enough? Is there like a down graph here? Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. Immediate rug pull. I mean, Jesus Christ. I was asking ChatGPT to tell me how to scam my audience as I made the coin.
Mamma mia, mamma mia. Mamma mia, let me go.
So, yeah. Can you blame me for not thinking anyone was actually gonna buy it? Anyway, so everyone and their mom bought it, generated like $500,000 out of nowhere, just from a little joke I made when I was sleep deprived. So yeah, for whatever reason, the crypto gods just chose Boffycoin to be like the coin of the day. My roommate and I both made like $10,000 and I accidentally rug pulled. So yeah, a lot of you are probably thinking, oh yeah, Solana rug pulls, typical YouTube bullshit. While the rest of you are probably thinking, what the fuck is Solana? What the fuck is a rug pull? Crypto? Bitcoin? Blockchain? Is Boffy a criminal? A con artist? What did I miss? Calm the fuck down.
You calm the fuck down!
Because, okay, let me set the scene. Right, I make the video, I record the shitcoin segment. I'm like, that was funny. Maybe I can rug pull the 4 people that buy it and then refund them just for shits and like just so I could post the graph. But then everybody decided to put their life savings in. I was like, what? I was reading comments. I had just posted the video, so I was sitting there trying to read every comment like I usually do. And my phone just starts going. And I warned them. If you watch the original video, I said, do not buy this shit, twin. This is going into the ground. I said like 8 times, I am gonna rug pull this shit. Your money will be mine. It's gonna be devastating. I mean, Jesus Christ, I was gaslighting ChatGPT into teaching me how to rug pull my viewers as I made the coin, you know? So can you blame me for like not thinking that this was gonna take off? Anywho, about 20 minutes after my posting that video, the market cap of the coin went to $330,000 US. We saw about $1 million in trading volume. People were buying and selling thousands of dollars of this joke I made. It's all on the blockchain, so you can read it like it just happened. These wallets all made thousands of dollars. This lucky bloke turned $400 into 10 grand. This poor sod lost like 12. I haven't even counted. It's a lot. Yeah, so this is gambling. So I was reading comments when my Twitter started blowing up, just sitting there, relaxed, and suddenly, Boffy, what are your intentions with your coin? Confirm your account was not hacked? How come you haven't locked the liquidity, Boffy? And this will send to 10 million. So much noise within minutes. My Twitter account was suddenly just a crypto Twitter. All of the activity was coming from non-followers, hundreds of DMs from accounts with hundreds of thousands of followers. Just everybody just wanted a piece of the pie. Oh my God. Overall, my take on what I was reading, which albeit was a fairly panicked take and an uneducated take, was that people were upset about 2 things. A, the wallet that created the coin, mine, held way too much of the supply, and it made people nervous that I was going to sell it all at once. 2, if I burn the liquidity or lock the liquidity, burn the tokens into Boffy. I saw like 80 different ways of saying this. They're saying burn it back in. I didn't know what the that meant, but you know, I heard, hey, you have too much of it, burn it back in. And so I was like, okay, I'll sell a quarter of it. And so apparently by doing that, I rug pulled. I rug pulled my viewers. Sorry. I felt so bad because look, if I was scamming, I don't know, man, I probably would have done it here when my shares were worth 75,000, and I would have sold all of them instead of a quarter of them. But here's the thing. It's not the selling of the tokens that was a bad thing. If that had been done from one of my non-minting wallets, that would have been fine. But when you sell from the account that created the coin, that gives everyone an alert. It pastes this evil orange message over the screen that says DS, developer sold. And so apparently that is a big no-no because people see that. And look, these people have thousands of dollars in the coin. Their hearts are racing. These are gamblers. They see dev sold. They're not going to go digging through the transaction history to check like, hold on, let me make sure this was actually a rug pull before I take my money out. No, they're going to sell it all because these are all scams. And 99% of the time, if you see dev sold, you're so I can't even blame everybody for thinking I was trying to scam them. But you can see the transactions. It was 25%, and then that tanked it. And then I tried doing the opposite and like buying it back, and everyone was like, ah! And so I just deleted all those coins. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll spend what would have been worth like a lot. Would have been worth $30,000 at its peak. I just burnt it into the coin. I said, God, look. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Here's a share of Boffy that I could have rugged you for like a lot of money for, like 40,000. I'm just gonna delete it so that your shares are worth more. Because that's how it works with this. Boffycoin is not its own coin. It is bound to Solana via a liquidity pool. Oh God, okay. Really quick, liquidity pool is just a pot. It's a pot and Solana goes in, which has real value, and Boffy goes in, which has no real value. And then you lock it. And then it's smart. If you buy from it, the price goes up. And if you sell to it, the price goes down. That's it. Okay. So that means when I delete my own Boffy, 10% of the total supply, I can never go back with that Boffy and be like, hey, give me Solana and make everyone's shares worth less. It's basically like I'm not going to rug pull you. Also, all your shit's more valuable apology/trust move. I did the best I can considering market like situations. Okay. People got mad, man. This guy was sending threats. He tried to dox my intermediary P.O. box, man. Like, just the P.O. box that is intended to hide my actual address. Like, get a grip. Couldn't even find my whole name. Here's yours. It's not that hard. Here's a few of the letters of your address. Not enough for anyone to like find you and dox you, but enough that you know. And if you want to come pay me a visit yourself, you just go right ahead. I am from Texas. Come and enjoy some Southern hospitality. I had offered him a refund before he said any of that too. And now there's an old veteran, the kind you don't want to get on bad terms with, who hangs out outside his house, sees what he does with his day, and gives me a call if he thinks the guy's a threat. His name is Antoine, and he's outside. He's outside his house right now. Not because I was like deeply shook up by this, but because I kind of get a sick joy out of taking conflict from behind a screen straight to someone's front door. It's so funny to me. Like, this goofball is hiding behind their screen thinking they're all scary. You know, just imagine some dickhead named Bruce Chudwick will DM me on Twitter from his burner account, horrid scrotum 94, and be like, you suck, I'm gonna murder you. Here's a statue I made of you in Minecraft with a knife in you. I'm an internet troll, I'm gonna hurt your cats. And then before you know it, Antoine's outside. Antoine, he's here. And he is what we call a private detective. Antoine is absolutely hilarious. He wants to talk. He wants you to step outside and he wants to have a little chat. He's Antoine. He's here. He's quite strong. He's a physically imposing guy. Like, he's a scary and yeah, he's outside your house now. Good job. Hope it was worth it. You were on Twitter just having some fun, sending some death threats, and now whoopsies, you crossed the line and Antoine's outside and he's just like waiting for you. He'll stay there for a long time, as long as I want, really. He's very patient. His name is Antoine. I don't know if I mentioned that. I love it. Yeah, he's a gruff, heavyset, serious man who's been sleeping in his car for weeks, and he's just dying to meet you. So yeah, reach out. I can follow you around all day and everywhere you go. You can get on a plane, a boat. Like, you're not gonna shake Antoine. Also, if you call the police on him, nothing happens. He's way closer to a police officer in terms of authority than he is to you. Isn't that like, it just makes me feel like I'm in the mob. I can take my phone, call Antoine, tell him to do some shit. It's like, hey, Antoine, yeah, give me his hard drive. I want you to like get me a big computer part of his. And Antoine was like, what do you mean? And I was like, I just need his hard drive for like evidence. And Antoine was like, oh, okay, yes. What we will do, I will go knock on his door and tell him we need this for security. If not, he give it to me. Please come. We blackmail him. And I'm just like, thank you, Antoine. So yeah, now I have your hard drive. Anyways, so all of a sudden, I was a crypto dev. I was hiring people to code scripts to integrate the charity with my Minecraft client compliant so that like like sends money when I take damage and it's irreversible and I can do it live. And I just paused and looked around for a second. I was like, what's happening? But you know what? Then I looked at my Robinhood and I looked at my Phantom wallet and I looked at my Ledger wallets and I was like, holy shit, my shit coins are actually only a few percent away from covering my losses from the entire stock market crash. And my shit coins make up like 1 or 2% of my portfolio. So I was looking at it like, how did this happen? And I've been getting learned. I've been coding and fixing my mistakes and refunding for some reason. And yeah, I was like, look, if I abandon it now, it's even scammier. What if I go the total opposite direction of how this started? Do my best to make this the most positive thing it can be? And God, like, I just can't be known as the shiller, dude. So I don't mean by that you're going to make a ton of money off of this and this is going to change the world. I just mean it wouldn't be hard to make a coin and not rug pull it, not abandon it after 2 weeks, research the fundamentals, try my best to make it stable. Don't promise crazy returns or shill to young viewers, because I can, with this script, say, hey, if I get hit by a skeleton, I need you to send $1,000 to XYZ. Starving children in Africa, whichever endangered species is cutest, like whatever's gonna make people feel better about themselves. Green energy. Even if this doesn't work out at all, I am happy with having done my best to educate as many people as I can on what crypto is and how to stay safe. And I'm happy to have done my best to throw that idea out there of, hey, this is a really technologically cool thing that has been given a terrible reputation. What if we weren't scumbags? Like, fucking hell, man, shouldn't be that hard. Anyways, and then that $1,000, everyone can just check the blockchain and see, like, yeah, that's legit. The charity got its money. It's just weird to me. Like, it seems like this tool should be capable of preventing these scams. If the coin creators and the coin buyers know what this stuff is and how it works. And look, if you're suspicious, good. I get it. I would have loved to have some of that wariness a few months ago. Not even, dude, 3 weeks ago when I opened my Robinhood account. So hey, you want investment advice? Invest in yourself right now, dude. The markets are fucked. Hell, Solana itself could crash. Hell, the whole blockchain could be broken and everyone's funds made worthless. Who knows? Not me. See the epic montage at the beginning of this video for proof. The coin address is in the video description. Not as an advertisement, but to protect people who will inevitably ignore my advice from buying one of the many, many spin-off Boffy coins. Those will almost definitely get rugged. I'm not going to tell you what to do with this CA, how to get your hands on Solana, because that's not my job and not my goal, and I am not responsible for those who choose to buy. Anyways, there's a wallet here set aside for charity, but those coins are locked up for a few weeks. I see how this could look like I'm about to hit the most diabolical rug pull of all time. And honestly, I could, and I probably wouldn't face many consequences. I'm not going to, but I'm a stranger. You don't know me. You don't know if my reputation is for sale. These are trying times. Be safe with your money. My roommate got scammed for $1,000 earlier today because he thought the African Parliament had launched a shitcoin and that he had spotted it super early. They didn't. Their Twitter got hacked and he got rug pulled. The hacker started playing gay porn on their Twitter account and he made away with like $500,000. So I'm going to teach you everything I've learned about crypto and Solana from all of this. Explain how it works. Anytime anyone hears crypto, they bring out their crucifixes and dowsing rods faster than you can say Alex Jones. And look, I get it. There's been more scams in the crypto space than in RuneScape, but here's pretty much all crypto is in like 10 seconds. Take a hard math problem with lots of solutions. Solve it with a computer. The proof that you solved it is your crypto. It's valuable because it's finite and because we agree that it's valuable, just like everything else. That's it. All right, you remember a minute ago when I said I was going to explain it in about 10 seconds?
I lied.
Just like everyone else in the crypto space. There's one more pretty important piece to this, because something can be finite and not be worth shit. Look, I just made this. Only one of them in the world. Who wants it? It's organic. It's fresh. There needs to be a reason why you would want to use it. For cash, it's because it's convenient. It's what's already there. For crypto, one of these cases is that it is completely untraceable. Kind of. Not really. It's actually super traceable, but Jesus, yeah, okay, I totally get why people find this stuff hard to understand. Okay, so nobody actually has any crypto. You don't own the crypto. All Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, anything that gets mined mined gets added to the blockchain. Scary word. Blockchain. I've seen so many people try to explain the blockchain and they suck at it because you don't need to understand the math. You don't need to understand the proof of work, the hash keys, any of how it actually works. What you need to understand about the blockchain is it is a public online ledger containing all of the crypto we have mined. That's all it is. That big scary word no one can seem to explain. It's literally just an online ledger. And so when you trade with crypto, all you're trading is the little key that says, hey, I either mined this part of the blockchain or I got given this key by someone who did mine it. It's coming from my device to yours. Check the blockchain, see that it's real, and now you take it and it's yours. And that transaction also gets added to the blockchain. So I can't go back to the ledger and give it that same key and be like, hey, this is mine. No, I sent that key. The blockchain knows this crypto belongs to whatever wallet I sent it to. And that transaction process is why there's so many scams. Because these keys, they're not physical. It's barely even intellectual property. Like, it's really hard to legally protect this. But it is completely secure, pretty much untraceable back to you, and irreversible. I have sent more money than I would like to admit into the crypto void. Because if you miss one of these letters and you press that transaction button, it's going to the blockchain doesn't care. The blockchain's fucking stupid. Very, very simple program at its core. It's gonna look at the key it sent you and it's like, all right, fuck, well, this isn't a Bitcoin address, but I'm feeling silly, so I'm gonna try to send it here anyways. And then all that crypto, as far as the blockchain is concerned, belongs to this wallet that doesn't exist and will never exist, and it's completely irrecoverable. That burning process is something I had to do on purpose to try to fix Boffycoin after I fucked it up, but I'll tell you that story later. This, in and of itself, I believe, is extremely safe. No full-fledged blue chip crypto like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Polkadot, Cosmos, like none of the top 100 market cap really have ever been directly involved with any kind of theft, scam, anything. When people lose money, it's because they did it to themselves. All the scams you've heard about, FTX, that is all just banks being scummy. That is centralized finance. It's not really even crypto. For example, Robinhood froze a lot of my crypto while the markets were crashing. I would have loved to have that money to put elsewhere, but they wouldn't let me withdraw it, which if I had this crypto on a hardware wallet like I should have, wouldn't have been a problem. But these people don't have to play by the rules. When I buy $50,000 of cryptocurrency from Robinhood, apparently they don't actually need to buy that. They just give me a little slip of paper that says, hey, I pinky promise I'll probably let you sell this back to me or send it later, maybe. And they broke that fucking promise to me. So look, past all the Sam Altman, what was his fucking name? All the FTX, all that, behind it all is something that is inherently extremely secure and has just been diddled and touched and tickled by the scammers and the Doolittles, the schemers. The scum of the world got to it first. And that's nothing new, really, but it's sad because it has such a bad rap now. And that's one of the main reasons I'm making this video, is I accidentally contributed to that bad rap, and I felt terrible about it. So I've spent the last week just like learning from actual books and, not ChatGPT this time, I promise. And I'm gonna do my best to A, fix Boffycoin, make it into the non-joke coin that it accidentally became. B, have it be for charity. I just want there to be like one shit coin that does something not negative for the world, Like the bar is underground. Just anything. Like it's not hard for me to do. I already locked up a lot of the supply and dedicated it to this. It just sucks. Like, why is there none of this in this space? Because it was so easy for me to generate like $500,000 out of just nowhere. And people see this and they only think like, hey, I'm going to make a quick buck off of this. Not, this could be a really interesting thing if I respect it and don't shill it to my young viewers and don't promise that it's gonna bring them out of poverty. Like, I'm sorry, but do we need to do this? I was shocked by how difficult it was to find a tutorial on how to launch a meme coin in a stable way. If you look up how to launch a meme coin, everything is rug pull tutorials. Like, it is just scam after scam. Just here's how you can make $8,000 in 2 hours rug pulling. Look at like every graph looks the same, and I hate that. And so when I accidentally made the Boffy graph look like that, I was like, huh? No, don't group me in with the Haley Welch, the Jake Paul. No. I think a lot of fear in the crypto space comes from the unknown, because it's not that complicated, and it's really fucking easy to tell what coins are definite scams and what coins are just like probably scams, or maybe scams if you're really lucky. Step 1, make sure the liquidity is locked. This means they can't just yoink the Solana out of the liquidity pool. That's why this is such an issue, is Solana is so open source. You can do whatever you want. Any crypto dev these YouTube scammers have worked with, this is all they're fucking doing. You don't need a crypto dev, bro. They're like, oh my God. People could just lock in. Yeah, so that's the token. Now I could send half of this out to the public, let them hype up the value, build up that liquidity pool, hanging on to my secret half of the supply, and then just sell it all to the liquidity pool. Take all the Solana out and leave everybody's shares worthless. Or I can just fucking delete the token itself and harvest the Solana. So you need to make sure that I have disabled that option, because there's no reason you want to do that other than to rug pull everyone immediately. If the liquidity's not locked, you're done. Don't touch it. Don't even look at it. You're gonna get rugged. If it's locked, your chances are still like probably 90%. You're gonna get rugged in the current market. You can do a little bit more checking. This top 10 holders, top 40 holders, this is a supply concentration measure. The higher this is, the higher the percentage of the supply that is owned by the, like the top 1%. If this says like 60%, that means there's a few people who own most of the supply. And when I say people, I mean there's a few wallets. Those wallets could all be owned by one person. It's really annoying to go and check, I think. It is checkable though. But there's a thing called tumbling where you can hide the funds. So like really anything could happen. You could find the safest looking coin. Liquidity is locked. Top holders are, pretty low. And you can still lose money. But if you find those two things and there's active trading and there's a narrative behind it, like it's somebody's coin or it represents something. I don't know. Sometimes it just needs to be silly and funny. Who knows? It might take off. Even with all of those things being true, you never really know. You got to trust your gut. This is why my dev sell was such a fat L. People saw that and they're like, oh God, that's what's happening here. Because technically the liquidity was locked, but my wallet had like all of it. And so everyone was like, oh God, he's gonna get us. And now they're sad because I've 10x'd it since then. But from there, you can do a few things to try to gain an edge, such as tracking successful wallets, watching what the streamers are doing, sniping bots, scripts, but honestly, most of it is either gambling or insider information. My roommate and I are proof of this. I got into this a few months ago with him over a coin named Chad Cat for whatever reason. We got bored and we just decided, hey, let's gamble. It, we're gonna go gambling, and we were up like $500. This is before my channel really took back off again too. So I was like, damn, it's like hours worth of effort I just earned there in minutes. Let's keep going. And then that kept dwindling from like, I think I was at like 800, went down to 200. Anyways, did that for a few days, lost a few thousand, and was like, all right, let's not gamble anymore. And a few months later, tried it again, lost a couple thousand, and I was like, okay, why am I doing this? Because it felt so good to be up. It was always on the small bets for whatever reason, but occasionally I'd be like, whoa, that $20 is a PS5 now. But I'd always end up in the negative. I was never in denial, like, no, man, I'm about to beat the markets. I'm like the Wolf of Wall Street. No, I knew I was gambling, but it, I'm an adult and I make a lot of money and I'm allowed to go gambling like every other month, once a month if I want, okay? But that's because I know myself and I know that I love money probably a little too much to the point where losing $2,000 feels so much worse than gaining $10,000. So I know that I stop once I've had my silly little gambling moment and had my fun. But not everyone can do that. Some people just can't stop, and that could be you. You never know. That's really important here. This kills people. Gambling addiction gets bad, man. The reason I own my Suron is because a friend of mine lost $20,000 in a single weekend, a single night, I think. It gets worse than that. people lose millions in minutes. I mean, for God's sake, I almost lost millions. And that was with a pretty safe investing portfolio. I lost 40%, dude. Oh my God, it's like 2 or 3 months of work right there, guys. God, Trump, more winning. I'm winning everywhere. I just keep winning. Stop it, Trump. I can't keep winning. It's too much. Do you want to know what I hate, Trump? You want to know what I hate and I love and I hate the most of this whole situation, Trump? Somehow, your tariffs, which killed the economy, have made my shares in Dogecoin and Peanut, the stupid squirrel coin, in your bullshit Trump coin, and Boffycoin go up over 3,000%. Why? God, why? Why does a joke coin outperform the S&P 500 by 18,000%? How does Boffycoin, a joke I made when I was sleep deprived, beat Berkshire Hathaway and Warren Buffett by 40,000%. I just don't get it. I turned 20 a month ago. I'm living on my own for the first time in my life outside of college as a full-time YouTuber and independent big boy, paying my own taxes and covering my own ass and building my own portfolio. And 2 weeks after I put my money in, it's gone, except for the fart coin. Everything is gone except for the Shiba Inu, Elon Musk's dog, stinky fart coin, tit coin portfolio is so up that it has almost saved me entirely from the market crash and broke me even. Hold on, here's a question. So this is Fat Fella's coin. That's their Instagram. That's not what they really call themselves.
All that nigga Elon. The fat niggas just landed on the moon. These skinny ass scientists really said we was too fat for space. So the fat niggas created Space XL and built a team of the highest IQ big boys on the planet.
Now, the question is, am I racist for buying this? Am I racist for making money off of this? I bought this because when I saw their Instagram, I laughed so hard. It might be racist. I think I'm not qualified to decide.
While the rocket scientists stress about efficiency and weight, we built the heaviest, most luxurious spacecraft in the galaxy. These big body V8000 rocket thrusters run on Henny plasma and fat nigga coin liquidity.
Personally, I find it badass and not at all derogatory, but who knows? But so then, am I more racist if I lost money on it? What if I short it? Does that make me progressive? Somehow that feels even more racist. My point remains, the Fat Fella's coin has been so much better in my portfolio than Apple and Amazon, dude. Anyways, it's been a confusing few weeks. Comment your favorite charity. Follow all my other socials, please, especially Twitter. I didn't realize I never plug these, and so I'm basically fighting all my own battles here. It's not okay. I need power. Help me out. Anything you see about any other coin, if any of my accounts starts posting random coin addresses, I got hacked. If you see a video of me promoting a shitcoin, it's either an AI deepfake or the person holding the camera is also holding a pistol pointed at me. I don't know why I clarified that. That was probably pretty obvious. I'm not planning on doing any new shit, any new coins anytime soon. This is it. I'm not gonna do any big updates anywhere but Twitter, or maybe on this video's description and pinned comments also will be your touch point for updates. And just follow the Twitter. I don't know, man. Or don't. I don't know what's happening. I'm tired. I was up all night selling out of all of my positions so that I don't trigger a margin call. It's actually really stressful. It's sad, man. That's all the money I've made in a little while, and it's gone. I don't know if I'll ever get that back, and it shows no sign of stopping. And that's just an annoyance for me. It's life ruining for a lot of people. So I hope everyone's doing okay. Be nice to each other. It's trying times, man. I have lots of very wealthy friends who are a few percentage away from being issued margin calls and losing it all. The losses that I posted, dude, I was lucky to get out when I did. Robinhood froze my account the next day. I would have been screwed. So stay safe. Just be kind. If you're starving, go steal from the rich. Don't pump these shit coins and scam, because the people you're scamming are mostly people in your same position.
Dude, are you drunk? You just hit 3 kids back there. Hey, buddy. You just hit 3 kids. You wasted? Yo, what the fuck? What a loser. Hey, man, you can't drive, man. Hey.
I gotta see my charts,
Hey,
bro.
stop.
Bro,
Killed 3 people back there.
need
Yeah,
to,
you did.
Solana prices are up, man. I need to
I
be
need
able
your
to
contact information, dude. My car is totaled. Yo, where you going, dude? Yeah. What a idiot, dude. This guy. Hey,
see it. What?
you can't drive, dude. You can't
cameras.
drive.
It's private property.
I need your contact
It's
info.
private property.
There's 18 people dead back there.
Yeah, bro.
What are you doing? Stop. Hey, don't you roll up that window, dude. Roll up that f***ing window, I swear to God. That's cool, relax. Oh. Yeah, piece of shit. Oh, he's hacking. It's in the mainframe. Somebody needs to stop this man. Oh no. Oh God. I don't think I want to talk.
I faded black Elon coin. I lost 40,000 Bitcoins.
Salons.
No, full bit, 40,000 Bitcoin. It was actually all of BlackRock's supply. It's all gone. I put it all in one Plinko ball. It's a terrible decision.
David, I mean, I know you're a sophisticated guy. The world is a mess. The world is as angry as it gets. Well, you think this is going to cause a little more anger? The world is an angry place.
Introducing Fat Nigga Tech. This right here is the apex of black excellence. The Fat Nigga Mothership, aka the Big Dipper. This $10 trillion machine is operated by Fat Nigga Hal, a personal onboard AI supercomputer.